Okay, so I don't know if this is ever going to go anywhere where people can actually use it or whether they'll believe me. It doesn't really matter because I know what I know and that's all that really matters to me. And all the points in the world don't matter unless you have the points of God. So I'm creating this little video to express for you the truth, that the truth in the Bible, the spirit of life, the spirit of truth, is none other than the inner child. This can be found very. It took me a while to come to this because, as you can imagine, my pride didn't like the thought that he was more important than I was. But it comes from straight out of the book of John. John 1:4 tells us that in him is all life, and the life is the light of man. And there's only one light being that's the light of man. And if you go to First John, you'll find that it's all about walking in truth, walking in the light, walking in love, which is all aspects and personality traits of the inner child. In fact, if you were to go ahead and take a look at the personality traits of the inner child, being creative, imaginative, only vibing with the truth, loving, existing eternally outside of space and time, and being a light being, you'll notice that this is actually the likeness of Abba, the Father of lights. So the inner child is the spirit of truth, and the notion is that if you walk through life processing all life data through your truth processing centers, then no wily works of the devil can confuse you or deceive you, and then you will be free of all the delusions and the deceptions. Put it simply, the inner child is always right, even literally. Now, conversely, there's the other half of your brain, which is the left side. The left side of your brain is scientifically known as the ego. They follow a very, very, very rigid path that always goes out the same way. First off, they're made from your memory files. It's your voice over other people's thoughts, feelings, opinions, and reactions so that you can fit right in with your peers and you won't feel isolated or alienated because they'll all be hearing what they want to hear and then they'll want to stick around you. They always follow the path of pride, wrath, and destruction. If you do anything that they feel like isn't immediately kissing up to their ego, they'll immediately get offended or insulted, and then they'll try to find a way to either destroy your reputation, destroy your happiness, or destroy your life. Also, they like to try to confuse you into being afraid of their reaction, which is what memory files does. Memory file is reaction. It's not actually rationally thinking things through. So, um, a little test for everybody. Uh, Ask your inner child to reset your settings so that only people you trust to love you can pass you an opinion, and then see how much pressure just seems to vanish from the left side of your skull. This is because your left side is where peer pressure resonates. Your peers impress upon you what they want you to think, say, respond, or react as, and then you feel that pressure, and your immediate reaction is to go ahead and just do what they want. This is known as the bondages of sin, which is psychological conditioning of the mind to immediately do the way of the world, which is pride, wrath, destruction, or showing respect to persons, or confusing people into being afraid of you. Meanwhile, if you choose instead to say, imagine yourself doing whatever you're doing as you're doing it, you're now processing all data through the place where you process truth. So you will automatically just know when someone's full of it and when somebody's got alternative reasons for what they're saying, doing, or thinking, or acting. This is just a quick recap of quick summary of all of this. I would love to talk about this in more depth. For the life of me and for the love of God, I cannot even find a minister who's willing to sit down and talk to me about this because unfortunately, even our churches are overrun by the friendship of the world, which is bringing them into enmity with God. They're so afraid of other people's opinions, causing them to close their church doors that they will refuse to actually even talk or think about this. So if anybody would like to talk to me about it, please do so. I'm bored of just rehashing the same information to myself and I'm bored and sick and tired of not being able to get a whole lot further. I've got loads more of what the Bible says to go on here. I'm just not going to share now because I don't know how much video I can actually take at one given time. So, peace out. Namaste. Christ be with you.